Hello everyone, I am Kencha Swati, working as Assistant Professor, Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry, expert in medicinal chemistry. I am working as Assistant Professor in Aditya Byper, Bangalore. Introduction to Medicinal Chemistry. Medicinal chemistry is a branch of chemistry which deals with the new molecule design. So, if we want to design a new molecule, then we can go through the branch that is medicinal chemistry. Development of the lead molecule. So, after designing the new molecule, if we want to develop the new molecule into lead molecule, then also we have to use the medicinal chemistry branch. Lead molecule means here the molecule which will show the therapeutic activity or any pharmacological activity, then we'll consider it as lead molecule. Okay. Oh, if any new molecule which will show 90% of the therapeutic activity, then we'll call it as a lead molecule. Then by using the medicinal chemistry we can synthesize various pharmaceutical drugs also. Medicinal chemistry acts as a bridge between pharmaceutical chemistry and pharmacology. So the basics of the pharmaceutical chemistry, what we'll study in inorganic chemistry and what we'll study in organic chemistry together, the compilation of inorganic chemistry and organic chemistry together, we'll call it as pharmaceutical chemistry. So this information of pharmaceutical chemistry and information of pharmacology together will give the best output of medicinal chemistry. That's why we can also call it as medicinal chemistry acts as a bridge between pharmaceutical chemistry and pharmacology. Medicinal chemistry is the discipline which combines information of pharmaceutical chemistry and pharmacology to identify the molecule. First we have to identify the molecule. Suppose for this I will tell you the example. So before selecting a product which will enter into the market, I want to prepare a product which will enter into the market, that is paracetamol. So to prepare paracetamol, I have to take the raw material, that is para-aminophenol. Para-aminophenol is considered as the raw material to produce paracetamol. So that paracetamol we can modify into a formulation to enter into the market. You can see here the pictorial diagrammatic representation I have given here. The raw material I have chosen. When the raw material will go through various steps in the medicinal chemistry, the final output is paracetamol tablet, which is already established in the market. So this is so the steps which will involve between the starting step of raw material and ending step of which will enter into the marketed product. So these all steps requires medicinal chemistry branch. So here we'll identify the molecule and also compound, and we'll design the drug molecule. So how we'll design the drug molecule means, after taking the molecule we'll introduce various substituents at different positions. So finally we'll get output almost hundreds of the different drug molecules we'll get. So we'll check the properties of each and every drug molecule by using various systematic softwares, and then finally we'll get output out of 100 molecules. So that will considered as a lead molecule. To develop and synthesize the chemical agent which shows better therapeutic activity. After designing the molecule, we'll develop the drug molecule and then we'll synthesize it completely by various modifications, and that chemical agent will which will make it output which will show the better therapeutic activity. Medicinal chemistry is the branch of chemistry which gives idea to the young researchers to introduce and design new and better pharmaceutical drugs. So new drug, if we want to synthesize better pharmaceutical drug we want to synthesize, which will come if we'll compare to the already established pharmaceutical drugs, if it is showing better therapeutic activity, then that will show the lead position in the market. So that type of drugs we will design by using medicinal chemistry branch. Medicinal chemistry involves select the organic or heterocyclic molecule. This is the first step. First we'll select the organic molecule or heterocyclic molecule. Heterocyclic molecule includes it may be the 3 membered ring or 4 membered, 5 membered, or it is a mixture of heterocyclic and aromatic compound. Like that, fused ring systems also we can choose. After selecting the organic or heterocyclic molecule, we'll synthesize the new compounds, means we'll synthesize the compounds from the molecule. Then analyze the physicochemical properties. Physicochemical properties includes various properties like lipophilicity, partition coefficient, log p value, hydrophilicity, hydrophobicity, solubility, protein binding, hydrogen binding. All these properties we'll check it out. So what is the data? That data we'll collect. Then steric properties also we'll check it out. Steric properties includes various isomerism properties like dextrorotatory or whether it is a levorotatory. It is showing cis and trans isomerism or geometrical isomerism or any other isomerism is there. So which that properties are affecting the therapeutic property, that also will identify. Then electronic properties will check it out. Electronic properties includes ionization potential, uh, electronegativity, electron positivity, inductive effect, resonance effect. So all these properties we'll check it out of the synthesized compound. This is third step. After analyzing all these properties, we'll take the data. So after taking the data, structure activity relationship will do. So here the relationship between the structure and its therapeutic activity, that characterization will do. So after structure activity relationship, we'll get one idea whether any substitutions are showing less activity or substitutions showing best activity, that will identify. The next step is drug and receptor interactions. In this drug and receptor interactions, whether the drug is binding rigidly, means tight binding is there or light binding is there. Rigid binding means tight binding. Flexible binding means lightly if it is binded. So we want rigid binding of the drug and receptor. When the drug is tightly binded with the receptor, then it will show better therapeutic activity. The interactions will identify by using medicinal chemistry. Then alter the substituents. If any substituent is interrupting with the therapeutic activity, then we can delete that substituent and we can replace that substituent. That and all we can do after checking out the drug and receptor interactions. If any molecular interactions are observed, then we can alter the substituents. After all these above steps, the final step includes to identify pharmacokinetic profile. Here the pharmacokinetic profile includes absorption, distribution, metabolism and excretion. So all these profiles we'll check it out, how the absorption is, how the distribution is, how the metabolism and how the excretion of whether the excretion is completely coming from the body, the product is completely excreted from the body or leftover product is still in liver or somewhere in the kidney, that and all we'll identify for better therapeutic profile and for lesser toxicity profile. So always all the compounds which we'll synthesize by using the medicinal chemistry, it should show better therapeutic profile and lesser toxicity profile. Thank you.